Because we should be listening to Amber. Do you know why?
Why?
Because she is now number 996 of the AMS. She earned her AMS seal, found out yesterday.
Yes.
If you don't know what that is, tell everybody what that exactly means. I mean, this is a pretty big deal.
Oh, this is huge. This is something that has been a goal of mine since I started my career just about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to get this seal, it is the highest certification that you can get as a broadcast meteorologist.
Okay.
So it's a big deal.
And it's from the American Meteorological Society,
yes,
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I guess that's what AMS stands for. But it's really cool. So we have like a little treat for you. Look at the bottom of the screen, and Rory, go ahead and fly that little thing there.
Oh, I love it.
We have her lower third in there that has the seal on it. And look, here we go.
Weather impact.
Boom. With your name and the
That's the first time
seal.
I've seen it.
Really?
Yep, that's the first time.
Well,
from
we
this
are
morning.
so excited for you. And yeah, you were telling us how grueling of a process this is.
Yeah.
So can you explain to us what you exactly have to go through to get this? I know it's a lot of, doing stuff on the green screen. It's a lot of testing. So how rigorous are those tests? Tell us all about the process.
Yeah, so this process all started way back in November. So prior to Thanksgiving even was when I sat down, I said, I want to start studying for this exam because step one of the AMS seal, trying to get it, is taking a written exam.
Yeah.
It's a long exam. It's basically taking all 4 years of our degree, summing it up and trying to put it on paper and say, hope you remember it all. I know that it was 4 years.
I remember I would come over to your desk and you would just be like in like old textbooks and you were like writing down notes and flashcards and things like that.
My hand was shaking.
You're like, I'm cramping. Yeah. No, but it was so cool to watch you do that, and you worked so hard at it. So you were even thinking or looking at material that you had not even seen in a couple of years, right? I mean, that's how deep and in-depth this test goes. And you tested very well. Not to brag, but how did you test?
It was really good. I can't remember the exact score. I think it was like an 87 or something like that. You need a 75 to pass. I don't know very many people that are able to pass on their first try. So I was very much so
not
determined.
only did you get over a 75, you got 87 or around that. I mean, that's a pretty big accomplishment. So you do the testing. How long's the testing period?
So the testing period, I want to say, is about maybe 2.5 hours. I think it took me about 1 hour, 45-ish minutes.
Okay, and you're like walking out of the test like, did I get everything?
I was walking out of the test like, should I cry?
Did I remember everything?
Like, I don't know which one.
I'm always like nervous when I walk out of a test and I'm like,
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And so then from the testing, the written portion of the exam, you go into basically the broadcast stuff where you're doing your forecast that you have to submit to the society, right? So what did that have to include?
So that each and every single step of this weathercast that you need to submit has very specific requirements. We need you to have a graphic that explains a meteorological concept. So explaining lake effect, explaining different precipitation types and how you get them, making sure you have current conditions, live video, extended forecasts. There's just a lot of little things that are required that we wouldn't necessarily put into an everyday forecast. So you really have to sit down, go and make sure you have every single one of these requirements included in there. Has to be less than 5 minutes. You record one for an active weather day, one for a quiet weather day. Send them off, 5 people review them, and you wait multiple months
to find out.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the interesting part is it's not just a yes or no. It's not a pass fail. They give you feedback.
Yeah.
You pass, and then they have written comments, which can be brutal sometimes. I mean, that's got to be interesting to watch. And look at the feedback following this.
Yeah.
What kind of feedback did you get?
Most people are almost everybody in this industry is very supportive of each other.
Yeah.
We're all very much so wanting each other to succeed. So most of that feedback was very, very kind, very much so constructive too. It was stuff that I look at and I go, didn't even think about that.
Absolutely.
Like, that's a really good point. I'm going to have to go back and kind of look at that and maybe try to adjust the way that your tone is in certain situations.
Interesting.
Oh, I think this graphic would have been a better spot there, essentially, would have told the story a little bit better, which is always interesting to hear those different perspectives, especially because the people reviewing your stuff aren't from Michigan. They don't know lake effect snow, really.
Right.
So they're looking at this from a complete outsider position going, I don't know what you're talking about with lake effect. Like, what are you saying here? And they wanted a little bit more explanation in something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so it sounds like you had a mixed bag, good reviews. I mean, it's just it's so exciting to have you with your seal. And by the way, this is a very small club. You know, we're talking like, so you would be 996, right? Number 996. So think about that. Almost 1,000 people across the entire United States have this seal. And there are some meteorologists that, you know, retire out of this business and don't even get their seal, you know? But we just are so proud of you. Hats off to you. We had a cake in the newsroom that we were super excited for. Yeah, and there's the cake on the right, but here's our entire morning team with all of our staff and everything. And we were just so happy for you. What was your reaction when you found out?
Oh my gosh. So when they
lifted?
tell you, at first, not entirely, because they just send you an email and it says like, your results. But they don't give you a tone. You have no idea if it's good or bad. They just say, your results are included in this PDF. Open it. Hope you
for
do
the
well.
best.
Yeah.
Well, there you
Hope
go.
that it's good news. And it was, which is awesome. So the second that I found out, it was such a weight lifted off my shoulders, because this has been a months-long process of just waiting to find out.
Yeah.
And finally, it's done. It's done.
You washed your hands of it, and now you get that seal forever. We're so proud of you.